When a slave ship arrived in the American colonies, the slave traders sold the West African to white plantation owners. Sometimes traders sold the slaves at scrambles or public sales, where the price was the same for each slave. The slaves were herded in a pen or a barn like structure. When the gate was open, the buyers rushed in and scrambled around, grabbing the slaves they wanted. Traders also sold slaves at slave auctions. The slaves stood on a platform called an auction block. While buyers bid against each other, one by one the slaves were sold. If they were not already separated in Africa, parents were sold separately from children, husbands from wives, and brothers from sisters. Often they never saw each other again. A slave's first year on a plantation was very hard. The slave had to survive a period of breaking in or adjusting to his or her new life. First owners gave each slave a new name. Next, an overseer shouted orders at them in an unfamiliar language. If the slaves did not understand what they were supposed to do, or if they disobeyed the overseer, the slave might be whipped. Most slaves worked in the fields, working long hours to plant and pick crops. Slaves sometimes had to walk long distances to get to fields. There was a short meal break at noon and another one in the evening. Then the slaves walked back to their cabins. Usually, more than one family lived in one small cabin with a dirt floor. Sometimes all they had for bed was a bundle of straw with some rags for a blanket.